Greetings, good people. Welcome to the Goddess Spot Tarot, formerly known as the Bald Head Hierophant Tarot. Newbies, I hope that you do choose to subscribe and stay. OGs and returnees, thank you so much for coming back, okay? I'm going to give you guys a Friday evening reading, so pull up. This could be a beneficial reading for you, okay? Who knows? Thank you, Sweet Spirit, for using me as a trusted and true vessel to bring about a message to the collective that will soon be here to view this video. Thank you, Sweet Venus, for giving us insight on what the collective could be thinking, doing, wondering during your energy, because we do know that today is your day, Venus. And for those of you who don't know, Venus governs Fridays. So it's a day of love. It's a day of compassion and peace and rendezvousing and romance, right? Venus just recently left Pisces and moved over into Aries, okay? So we all just came out of a very dreamy, romantic energy. Whether you were single and you just imagined yourself in such a wonderful, beautiful relationship, or whether you're actually in that relationship, or even if you're in a very toxic, unhealthy relationship and you were just delusional enough to believe that it could somehow become beautiful and healthy, right? Wherever you fit on that spectrum, we all just left out of that energy. We also just left out of an energy where we were romanticizing ourselves, our lives. What do we want? I think a lot of us, despite what's going on outside of us, a lot of us imagined ourselves in places and in positions and in experiences that we desire to be in. Many of you were purposely, intentionally, and deliberately manifesting, right? Calling in new things, new beginnings, new love, new job, new money, new home, new city, new state, okay? New ideas, new experiences. So Venus in Pisces activated a lot of dreamy ideas in everybody. It just did it in different places, okay? Well, now that we have left that energy, I believe it left out of that around the 4th of February. So we're not too far from it, right? We're still kind of in the shadow phase of Venus waking up to this Aries energy, okay? Now, she's quite feisty there. When Venus conjuncts Mars, because that's what's going on when Venus links up with Aries, right? She's conjuncting, which means she's coming together with that Mars masculine energy. So a very feminine, poised Venus energy linking with very aggressive, very assertive, very impulsive Mars, Aries energy. So that is going to speed up some stuff, right? It's a very 8 of Wands type energy. It's a very King of Wands type energy. It's a very Queen of Cups linking with the Emperor type energy, for those of you who know tarot lingo. So anywho, let's go ahead and get some cards laid down to see what is going on and where you fall in all of those things, or where you rise in all of those things that I just mentioned, okay? So show me clearly, Venus. Show me clearly what's going on. I'm not going to say that she does not like, that Venus doesn't like being in Aries, but I will say that it's not one of her favorite positions, because she gets over dominated by that energy. Whether she's the one doing the dominating, or that type of energy comes in and dominates her. It's a very subservient position for her, because she has to bow to that Mars energy, because Mars is so strong. Aries is a strong energy. So even women who have a lot of Mars energy in them, they're very masculine and very aggressive, right? We know that, we like it when men are like that, because that's the normal stilo for a man. But when women are like that, it can be very challenging for men, and it's very challenging for other women who have to work with those type of women too. So Venus in Aries energy, depending on how the rest of your chart is, it most, because see, this is an energy that everybody's feeling. And now for those of you who have Venus in Aries, this is your natal, your natural natal position. So this would be like your Venus return, right? This is that Venus has arrived back to the same position that it was in when you were born. So this would be your Venus return for those of you who have Venus in Aries, which is going to be very spicy, very tantalizing. It can be, as I've already mentioned, it could make you very aggressive, very assertive, very exotic and erotic, okay? Because Venus does, put us in that sensual mode as well. So a lot has been said, and I'm already 6 minutes in. So let's go ahead and get these get these cards laid, okay? I feel like I've already told the whole reading just by explaining what Venus is doing. But this reading could have nothing to do with Venus, or it could have everything to do with Venus, okay? So the Temperance card is the first card out. So Sagittarius energy has entered the chat and has opened up the table, okay? We're coming in with Sag energy, moderation, okay? Not too much of this, not too much of that. Okay, and then Judgment, okay? Yeah. So two major arcana cards out here could be speaking to those of you who you've probably been indulging, okay? Maybe a little too much, who knows, okay? Because again, that Venus and Pisces energy, along with all the other energy that we are up against, we're living in very bold times anyway. The energy is very bold, like nobody's biting their tongue, nobody's pumping brakes, everybody's just doing whatever in every sector of life. And if you're sitting back and observing it, it's kind of funny. Well, to me, sometimes I laugh to keep from crying, and then sometimes I really do see the humor in things, and humans are hilarious, okay? They are hilarious, but I could be talking to somebody who has been over-indulging, okay? So maybe you've indulged to the point where like the universe is having to pick you up by the back of your shirt, like that little Tinkerbell. That little Tinkerbell meme, and he's this big hand is holding Tinkerbell and is popping her butt, and all of her little fairy dust is falling out. Well, I feel like that's what's going on with whoever is resonating with this. The universe has had to pull you up, like you doing too much. Okay, you are overindulging. You are having yourself a ball, too many balls. Somebody is doing a lot, okay? And the Judgment is telling you, hey, slow down. You're doing you might regret some of these things that you're doing, or you may regret how much time and energy you're putting into some. Like, this is what I'm feeling just with these two cards. Something started out and you had control over it, and then it took control over you, okay? So let's get going. Let's see what this is all about. Show me more and show me clearly. If you know what this is, because see, you do, I don't. So I'm having to piece your story together. But you're watching this and got that devilish smile, like, I sure have been overindulging. You already know what you've been doing, okay? So if you are resonating, hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't, okay? And you're welcome to comment if you want to. Okay, welcome to comment. But I do, and listen, this overindulging you've been doing, it's been some spicy overindulging. Spirit told me to take that card right there, and I will. The Tower. Oh. Okay, so yeah, you might have to file back. You've been doing some stuff, and let me tell you, And I just have to go on and say what needs to be said. It ain't none of my business, but hey, I am very clairvoyant and I am a awesome intuitive reader. So what I'm about to say needs no rebuttal. Many of you have been indulging in a whole lot of orgy type energy, swingers type energy, maybe even same sex on the low type taboos. You've been having yourself a ball, literally. You've been having yourself a ball, but something, I think you done got in too deep. I think you done got in too deep. I don't know what you've done, but you're in too deep. So see, when this Tower card arises or arrives, it's an indication that you've stayed somewhere too long and now you can't get out. Okay, you've stayed somewhere too long and now you can't get out. So now there's about to be some type of rumble in the Bronx. Y'all remember that movie? Or some type of tower moment, a downfall. I know that you purposely ignored the memos. You didn't get out in enough time. You didn't stop in enough time. Now, I'm getting a very specific message for a very specific group of you. Some of you, you're pregnant. That's your tower moment. This, you were supposed to have been fucking for fun, and now ploop, here goes fertility. You've been playing, and now your playing is about to turn into a responsibility, right? So it's something like that. And I could be speaking to men or women. Maybe men, you've been dipping and not wrapping it up. Now she's pregnant. But you were just having fun. Okay? So it's that type of situation that is taking place. Situations like that. Too much fun that has now turned into uh-oh, I'm in too deep. For some of you, it's not a pregnancy scare. It's maybe your feelings are too caught up. And both of y'all already have somebody. But y'all, you know, she cheating on her husband. You know, you cheating on your wife, or you cheating on your girlfriend. She cheating on her boyfriend, because y'all come together and y'all have some mighty matchless fun. Y'all done got in too deep, though. It's a good movie that this is giving me vibes of. It's called Pandora's Box. Watch it. Because it's some of that type of stuff that is taking place. Because see, what's the old saying about Pandora's Box? Once you open it, it's hard to close it. Because it's tantalizing. It feels good, right? Who wants to stop something that feels good? But everything that feels good to us isn't necessarily good for us, especially if we overindulge in it. We don't do it in moderation. And see, that's what has happened. Somebody leaned to left a little too much. You started having them orgies every night. You started going to the swingers club every night, even without your partner. You know, you addicted. That's another good movie that you can watch that I'm getting the energy of. Somebody started off doing something 1 or 2 times, and now you fiend for it. You do it every chance you get. Addicted by, oh, I can't think of the author. It was a black woman who, she initially wrote the book and then turned it into a movie. But Addicted. I'll probably have to Google the author / director, and I'll put it in the comment section, because it's a really good movie. It came out, maybe 2010, maybe 2011. I don't know. But it's still good enough to watch today, for sure. So 2 movies. Pandora's Box, which is old. It's an old movie. Not like ancient old, but maybe 2006, 2007. But it is good as hell. And Addicted, good as hell. But yeah, somebody has just gotten addicted. You've gotten caught up. And now a tower moment is about to take place where you're going to have to make a major decision. Jump or be pushed. Stop or be exposed type energy, okay? 3 major arcanas out here. Very, very major. Okay? Oh, okay. So if you are resonating, hit that like button. Subscribe if you haven't. Show me more. Show me clearly, Spirit. I'll show you. 2 of Pentacles. Absolutely. You were trying to juggle. You were trying to juggle your day life and your night life. But, babe, I think you dropped them. See how that card fell out? That's exactly what you've done to the balls that you were juggling. You dropped the ball because you got too cocky, maybe, or that you just got addicted very quickly to what you were indulging in. And you don't have any control over it anymore. You think you do, but you really don't. The waters are very choppy. For some of y'all, again, this is about you indulging in very taboo type activities with someone, and you have failed for this person, but y'all are not available to one another. Okay, and I don't care if this is a homosexual situation or not. I feel like I'm talking to a group of people that y'all both got somebody else. You may be a man married to a woman, but you sleeping around with another, man. And he's married to a woman too. But y'all have come together and fulfilled each other's desires, and you've been rendezvousing, and you have opened up Pandora's box. Now you like, oh shit. I didn't think I was going to start feeling this way. And the same thing could be for women. Y'all both married to men. Okay? Place the energy where it belongs, if it belongs. If this is not your reading, please keep it moving. This is very specific. You know if it's for you. If it's not for you, I don't care how you feel about gay people. I don't care. So don't leave none of that in the comment section. I don't care. Click off if you're not resonating with it. Okay? Or click off if you feel some type of way about the type of reading that I'm giving. Okay? But for those of you who are resonating with this, whatever part of it you're resonating with, hit that like button. Okay? Because you got to place the energy where it belongs. Okay? I could be speaking to straight people. I could be speaking to married people. I could be speaking to single people. I could be speaking to men. I could be speaking to women. I could be speaking to trans. Whoever is here, if you're here and you're resonating with it, I'm talking to you. Okay? But yeah, you definitely have dropped the ball. You thought you had control. And for a minute, I think in the very beginning, you had a beautiful dance of duality going on. You was even able to hide. If it had whatever needed to be hid, your lies were panning out. You tell them you going over here, but you was really going over there, and they believed you because you had your shit together in the beginning. But somewhere you went too far. It's another good movie which has nothing to do with any of this. In Too Deep with Omar Epps. That's about an undercover cop who had to go in as a drug dealer, but he got in too deep. He really fell in love with that woman. He really fell in love with that lifestyle. He really befriended that guy the whole time. He was an undercover cop, so he was just there in disguise to do his job, but he got in too deep. That's what's happening here. Matter of fact, that's the name that I'm going to title this. I normally find my titles through the reading, and I just found the title for this. You got in too deep. Absolutely. And not only did you get in too deep, you got addicted. And not only did you get in too deep and got addicted, you might have fell in love. And not only did all of that happen, you begin to experience some things that only your deep, dark, secret self knew that you wanted to experience. You opened up Pandora's box. You opened up Plato's closet, okay? You told Victoria's secret to somebody who kept your secret a secret and played along with you, okay? It's a whole lot of stuff going on in this reading. For sure, okay? For sure. Thank you, Spirit, and show me more. Venus, you are really talking, because this is definitely some Venus type shit. This is definitely Venus type shit, okay? Now, I wouldn't be surprised if a Scorpionic card comes out, okay? Now, we know the High Priestess is the Scorpio's card, but I don't need High Priestess to come out for me to know that there is some Scorpio type energy going on here, because we're talking about, like I say, sexual fetishes and sexual taboos and being able to live them out, rendezvous with them, romanticize them with someone who you've probably been very, very appreciative that they've been able to feed this side of you, appreciate this side of you, build up this side of you. Like, it is really some, it's really some energy going on right now with these cards, that some of it I just can't even say, but I believe I've said enough so you know. Four of Cups. Ooh, look at you laying there like, Lord, she right. I have overindulged. I've overdone. Look at you sitting by the tree, friend, shaking your head at yourself like, ah, I sucked all the dicks. I'm sorry. That's how you like, but I had a good time. I had a good time doing that. Oh, I let all of them hit. I played with all the vibrators. I mean, listen, place the energy where it belongs. If it belongs, baby, you are sitting. And let me tell you something. You don't want to stop, but you feel some type of way. You're kind of like, oh, I should not have done that. Why did I go this far? Why did I do all of this? And somebody, you still got somebody that's like, well, come on. Hey, you want to do this too? It's like you're being not influenced, but you know you can. I don't think you want to stop, but I think you're having moments of not regret, but moments of apathy. Apathy, like, what have I done? And do I want to continue to do it? Matter of fact, somebody's trying to get you to come and do something right now as you're watching this reading. A text message just came through. Hey, you coming out tonight? Hey, can I come over? Hey, you want to meet me at such and such again tonight? It's that type of energy going on. I see it. Whether you admit it or not, I see it. My goodness, this is a very spicy reading. Come on, Venus. I asked you to come through and you did. Show me more and show me clearly. Show me more and show me clearly. It's been a minute since I've channeled one of these type of readings. Normally my readings are very, self-aware and tapping into yourself and releasing anger so you can move into your greatest and highest vibration. But every once in a while, Spirit will drop one of these spicy readings on me. And tonight was the night. Okay, Venus, I feel you, girl. I feel you. Show me more. Show me more. There we go. Yeah. Aww. Ten of Swords. Ten of Swords. Okay, so some of you feel like you just don't know what to do at this point. You feel like you've bottomed out. So now it's about to get, not necessarily spiritual, but I'm talking to a group of you. Maybe not all of you. Some of you are saying, I don't give a damn. I like what I'm doing. It's been a long time coming and I'm going to keep going. But some of you feel like this. Some of you feel like you've done too much. Some of you are looking at this tower moment because you know that you've done too much. You went too far. You went beyond your own boundaries, and now something has taken place. Now something is heavy. Something feels the word attack came to my head. Maybe you are under attack. Maybe it's your own thoughts that are attacking you. Or maybe you've shared what you've been doing with someone and they are scolding you, but you thought you could tell them how much fun you've been having, right? Maybe it's a good friend, a sister, maybe you and your mother real close, a homeboy, somebody very close to you that you thought you were going to be able to share this journey you've been on here lately. And maybe they immediately shut you down and was like, are you crazy? What's wrong with you? You stupid. Why would you, immediately, because that's what those swords be representing, how other people, especially if you allow other people's opinions to penetrate you. That's what it'll feel like. It'll feel like a 10 of swords moment, okay? And maybe they said enough to you to kind of jar you back to, not back to yourself, but I think something has taken place with what somebody else has said to you about what you've been doing, what you've been indulging in, what you've been engaging in. And now you feel like, oh my God, I have went too fucking far. You're right. You're so right. Why did I do this? Why didn't I stop back then when I had control over it? Okay. You got in too deep. Now I knew that before the Ten of Swords even came out. You definitely got in too deep. Many of you are regretting it and you're bottoming out. But listen. It ain't nothing under the sun that you can't stop if you started it. So if you have gotten to the point where you feel like, oh, woe me, what am I going to do? I've went too far. You feel like you've sold your soul, or you feel like you have signed some type of vibrational contract with whatever it is that you've been doing, because some of y'all went hard. You went in and you went hard and you've been doing this and you've built up a lot of momentum in behind what it is that you were doing, whatever this is. But you still have the power to stop. Now the question is, are you strong enough? And do you really want to? Okay? Or did somebody else come in and make you feel bad and now you're second guessing yourself, you're questioning yourself, that guilt and that regret is kicking in and it's making you feel some type of way about the decisions that you have been making recently? Okay, so search your own heart and be honest with you, because that's where the beginning of whatever you choose to do is going to start from. It's going to start from you being honest with yourself. Okay, show me more and show me clearly. Sometimes, honey, Venus just gets in us and runs amok. Because if she wants to experience something, she will. And let me tell you something. And now this is gonna get a little cosmic. Whether you believe in spirits or not, whether you believe in deities or not, whether you believe in planets or not, whether you believe that the planets are sentient or not, whether you believe in celestial beings or not, none of this stuff needs you to believe in it for it to be. Okay? Many times the energies of these planets will get into us because it needs and wants to experience whatever it wants to experience through us. Nothing can come into this realm other than by way of a body. Everything that wants to experience something in this realm has to project itself into a body in order to experience this realm. Our body is like an astronaut suit. Just like we can't go into space, so to speak, without an astronaut suit, where nobody can come into our space, this realm, without a body. So many times, planetary energy, other cosmic beings, spirits, whether they be high or low, things will get into us and kind of influence us or guide us to certain experiences because it wants to experience it. And you'll know this because you'll get an idea to do something that you've never thought about. And but as soon as you think about it, a way is made for you to do it. A lot of times that be something outside of you. And when I say spiritually, don't, because let me tell you, everything is spiritual. Demons are spiritual. So don't equate the word spiritual to light and love and high and agape love. I mean, that light and love is a beautiful thing, and it is a part of spirituality, but so is the occult and the darkness and the demons and low vibrational energy. All of that is a part of the spiraling up and the spiraling down, the spiritual world, okay? So I just said that to say, we can definitely be spiritually influenced to experience things and have outer body experiences. And then when we come to our senses or we wake up, we're like, oh my God, what have I done? And whole time your body was being used by something outside of you that wanted to experience something, okay? So anywho, I hope I didn't lose anybody with that. But listen, I see exactly what's going on. Again, if you are resonating with this reading, hit that like button. I'm going to pull just a few more cards and then I'm going to wrap this reading up. But for those of you who are feeling like this, I just want you to understand that please don't stay in this, because this can turn into self-sabotage. This can turn into feeling worthless. This can turn into being embarrassed and going into isolation and hiding yourself and not wanting to be seen because you're afraid of what people heard about you, or you're afraid of what people are going to think about what you've done because somebody been running their mouth. You don't want to stay in this energy. Get yourself up, get yourself together. If you think you need to stop what you're doing, stop it. Or if you want to keep going and you proud Mary, then keep on turning. Okay? But whatever you do, get up out of this. Get up out of that energy. You haven't bottomed out. You made a decision. You experienced something. You may have experienced it longer than you were supposed to experience it, but hey, nevertheless, it was an experience, such as life, right? Que sera, sera. Show me more if there is more. Show me more if there is more. Ashe. 8 of Wands. Now, I talked about this. I think I said that in the very beginning, that when I was talking about Venus and Aries, okay, that it's a quickening energy. Things are coming real fast. Thoughts become things real fast. Action becomes, a lot of momentum gets put in behind action really fast. So something is coming to you really fast. I believe that this happened really fast. I believe that's what this card is telling me, that you thought you had control over the situation, but it began to happen so quickly that it kind of got out of your control. I hear you. I hear you. I hear somebody saying, but it happened so fast. Yeah, that's funny how time flies when you're having fun. Baby, you was having a ball, whoever you are, whatever you was doing. See, because I'm not here to judge. I tell you, live your life. Hey, live your life. Okay, and that's what somebody's been doing. That's what all of y'all have been doing. If you're resonating with this, you were living life. It doesn't matter if you impulsively did something. It doesn't matter if you was influenced to do it. It doesn't matter if you made a sound decision to do it. It doesn't matter if a spirit took hold of your body and did it. It doesn't matter. All of it is an experience. Okay, everything that we do is an experience. You change your perception. Okay, your perception of what you've done is what will help you file it. Where do you put it? If your perception is warped, you're going to always file your experiences in the oh, woe, me, I fucked up. But if you broaden your perspective, you'll have more files available to you to file your experiences in, okay? But yeah, I hear you. Many of you say, "Oh, goodness gracious, it just happened so fast. I did it one time, and before I know it, I had done it 30 times, and now I've done it 150 times, and I love it, but it's not good for me no more." Well, if that's how you're feeling, if you know something's not good for you, the same energy, the same power you took to begin it, you can take that same energy and same power to stop it. Nothing is outside of us. Nothing is bigger than us. Nothing outside of us is bigger than the power and the energy and the magic within us. So when we want to start something, we have the whatever we need to start it, and when we want to stop something, we have the same opportunity to stop it. That's why when I mentor or advise people who are addicted to alcohol and drugs, and I say, no, you're giving into that. If you want to drink, just say that. If you want to snort that line of coke, just say that. But never say, oh, I can't, I'm addicted to it. You started it. You can stop it. Okay? So same thing with this situation. And this isn't about drugs, okay? If you happen to be here and drugs is the thing that you got caught up in, I'm saying the same thing to you. You started it and you can stop it, okay? You may have to take a different route, okay? But nevertheless, the route is available to you to stop it if you want to stop it, okay? I think I'm going to wrap this reading up because I have most definitely unfolded the story, okay? And I have also given you, I've given you some solution, okay? For those of you who feel some type of way about what you've been doing, okay? And if you want to stop it, I've talked to you about that. I've already said what you need to imply and apply. And for those of you who are enjoying what you're doing, and maybe you just ran what you're doing across the ears of somebody who doesn't understand what you're doing, or they hate what you're doing, or they don't like what you're doing, or they're jealous of what you're doing, your only fault is telling somebody. You should have kept your mouth closed. See, these type things right here, you got to keep them to yourself. And even though sometimes you do want to tell that good friend, you want to share, your, oh my God, I can't believe I did that. You want to share that with somebody, but sometimes you can't, okay? And so some of you have shared, what you've been doing with somebody, and they judging you and you feel some type of way, okay? And some of you, are like, ooh, child, I have just been indulging, bitch. I've been indulging. And I'm finna do some more, okay? Some of y'all are feeling like that, okay? Now, for those of you where I depicted that a child could have been created out of this situation because maybe you were going, and you didn't rip the boing, yoing, yoing up, okay? Now, that's a whole different read. That's a whole different story because now we're talking about a life. Now we're talking about a soul. Now we're talking about a decision, okay? Because you did drop the ball. If you done ended up pregnant behind this situation, baby, because we know fertility was not supposed to come out of this. This was all for fun and shit and giggles. That's it. So if a baby has come out of this situation, and maybe you need to message me and we can do you a whole separate reading. Because see, I'm talking to those who didn't get caught up, that way. Okay, and hopefully none of y'all have gotten caught up that way. But if you've gotten caught up in a situation that started out being freaky and fun, and then you done ended up pregnant, yeah, you need to book a reading. Okay, you need to book a reading. I got you. Okay, book a reading. But for those of you who are resonating with this in other areas, yeah, all is well with you. Just, pick your balls back up and figure out, the speed and the momentum if you're going to choose to, proceed. And if you're not going to proceed, get your ass up and, say, hey, life is lifing, and I enjoyed what I was doing, and I don't want to do it no more because, maybe it is time for me to stop. Okay, maybe this tower moment is going to happen, or should happen, or needs to happen because, I do need to stop. Okay, and then like I said, for some of you, the universe, judgment kind of got you in an ass up, face down situation. Like, okay, you might want to hold up. You've been doing too much, So wherever you fall in this reading, I hope that this was resourceful. I hope that it, confirmed some stuff for you. Maybe it was just entertaining, okay? However, thank you for being here. Like, share, subscribe, comment. Toodles.